Hey guys. So, wow, I wanted to do a video about something I started recently. I started door dashing. And as I started thinking about what I wanted to talk about, I realized that nearly every single thing I talk about these days leads back to some sort of rant about our government. Even DoorDash. So, I make these videos and I think it's fun. I just talk about what's on my mind. It's my way to just put my opinion or my thoughts in the world. But a lot of people who make videos, they're like content creators. So they're coming up with ideas on how to, let's go do this so we can film it and put it on YouTube. That's not why I started DoorDash, just to be very, very clear. I started DoorDash because I was like, I need some extra money. I know a lot of people in that boat these days. So I just signed up one day and thought, well, I'll go for it. And I put it off for a long time because I was nervous about doing it, And so it was last Friday Friday was my first day off. I had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. So I started Friday around 11 o'clock. I did my first order, and really it's easy because the app just sort of walks you through the entire process. And I'll share that process with you for anybody who's interested. At first, you just say, hey, I want a dash, and they can pay you by the hour plus tips. They can pay you by the delivery plus tips, or they can pay you for the delivery that includes tips. So it just kind of depends on what their needs are as to what your choices are and the way that you get paid. So the first place I went was just like a deli. I went in, I was like, I guess I'll just pick up the order. No, it tells you, like, the app drives you road by road, turn east here, right here. It's telling you step by step where to go. Then you get in the store and you say, hey, I'm in the store. And then the order comes up and you take a picture of the order or the receipt and then say I've confirmed pickup, and then you go get in your car, and you get in your car and you hit directions. And so then it gives you directions, step-by-step directions to the place. And so there's a number of ways that customers can get their food. You can just leave it at the door. They leave instructions for you in the app, so it's pretty easy, but you can leave it at the door. Sometimes they'll have a PIN code and you have to get a PIN code from them and enter it before it'll let you complete the order. Sometimes they just want it hand delivered to them, but I have been all over the place in the city, and there are at least 3 or 4 places that I was like, I'm not sure I'm coming out of here. I need to let somebody know where I am. But everything was fine, and I haven't had any issues as far as safety goes, but I am going to start carrying around something for my protection. Some of these places that I've been, I'm like, how do these people have enough money to order DoorDash? And I don't mean to be judgmental. I'm sure it will come out that way. I don't want to do DoorDash because DoorDash, I like the service and I like the fact that I can make some extra money delivering food to people. That's a good service, but it seems like a waste. There's so many fees. And so one apartment complex I pulled up to, it's just like, how a half dozen donuts? Really? You could go to the store and buy a dozen eggs, or you used to. I don't know how much eggs are even anymore, but anyway, I know I'm being too judgmental. I don't want to be, maybe that was for a birthday, or maybe that's her only highlight of the week. I did see a prostitute at one hotel, and that was pretty cool. She had on a red dress and red shoes, and I was like, all right. She's delivering something, I'm delivering something. They're just a little bit different. So it's been good. One of the things in the app is if you go to a restaurant and you're taking a long time, they've asked you what's taking so long? And then you have a list of options or whatever. I'm just like, gee, what's taking so long? I am at Taco Bell at 11:30 on a Tuesday. That's what's taking so long. And how this leads back to government is Every place is short-staffed. They don't have enough people in the place to be running the show that they're running. So we have corporations and places making record profits, and you have people making $7.25 an hour or whatever. Like, our government is saying, not only are you only going to make 7 something an hour, but you're going to work for that 7 something an hour. We're going to make you work for it. It just is. And the other thing is, like, I shouldn't have to do DoorDash. I shouldn't have to do that for extra money. I should make a wage where I can live and support my children and myself without having to go out and have like a side job. First off, I should have a sugar daddy, I think. Maybe even a couple. But I don't. So since I have to do it by myself, I just go with it. But I shouldn't have to do that. And I feel like we're going to see a lot of these situations pop up for people to be hustling and making extra money because we can't make it on what we've been making it on. Like, you can't have groceries go up. You can't have all of these things get so much more expensive and leave people at the same wages. We haven't changed the minimum wage since, honestly, I think it's like 1990 something. Like, don't quote me on that. Go look it up. But I think it's like 91 or something like that. We have not changed minimum wage. And I was thinking about this. My first apartment, let me put this all in perspective. My first job, I made $22,000 a year. I lived in a duplex. It was a 1-bedroom duplex, had hardwood floors. It was really a cute place. I paid $375 a month for that place, and that included my water. My paychecks of $22,000 a year after taxes and everything ended up being $683 a check, and we got paid 24 times, so double that. So almost, not quite $1,300. I was able to live comfortably. I even bought new things. You can't do that now. The place I live in now, $1,300. I mean, the bills here, the gas and the electric in the summer and the winter, it's outrageous. I mean, I don't know how anybody's really making it anymore. I mean, if you're a 2-income household, then you're better off. But a single person should be able to live on their own and support themselves and children as well. And that's not where we are. So anyway, I'm going to do DoorDash until things change. So that means I'm going to be picking up a single sandwich at the shopping mall and driving it all the way to Yukon to somebody who isn't even going to tip me. That's the fun thing. When you're making an hourly wage and then you show up and they don't tip you. And I'm telling you, a lot of people don't tip at all. I thought I would share my experience because I'm sure there are other people out there who are thinking I could make some extra money. It's a good way to do it. And I honestly got really obsessed with it that whole weekend, last weekend that I was off. I DoorDashed for like 4 days straight. And I'm talking like 8 hours, 10 hours, 8 hours, and then like 6 hours. I think I made like $450 or something. I mean, so there's money there to be made, but it's just gonna, it's gonna have to kind of average out over time because you do get calls that you're like, no, I'm not going to stand in line at McDonald's to pick up somebody's order for you to give me $2 including tip. I'm not doing that. But some places, I just don't understand. Why is somebody ordering food from Jack in the Box? Like, I have had that happen twice now. I've picked up Jack in the Box, which is by my house, and I've driven it like 2 completely different directions, like 10 miles away. I'm like, Jack in the Box is the worst. And you know what's worse than Jack in the Box? That's Jack in the Box 10 miles and 20 minutes ago. That taco thing is not going to taste good. Most of the food I deliver, I'm like, it's such a bummer because I'm a foodie, like I want to serve good food. And when I deliver food that I'm just like, that milkshake is like half runny and it's no good. but I take pride in what I do. So like if there's something on the order, it's like check for ranch because the ranch is always missing or whatever. I do that because I care. I mean, it does affect my rating if people want to comment or rate me, but I care. I want you to have a good time with your food. I want you to have napkins and forks. So I'm always like grabbing stuff, and you can't really open up the sacks. They're all sealed very well, but I do sometimes like grab some things if people have requested it. So anyway, that's a little bit of a, here's what's happening in my life, weird kind of thing. And also how shitty our government is right now, every single day, and getting worse. So do with it what you will. What are you guys doing for extra money? Let me know in the comments. Peace out.